This is revenge.
Revenge is a story of a young lady that sells food items in a local market. She is fondly known as Ezewan. This is Mr. Kendo, who picked quarrel with the woman when he went to buy food items from her. In the course of the quarrel, Mr. Kendo threw away her food items and turned to leave without payment. She grabbed him on the clothes and he pushed her down and left. The food item was all over the ground while the woman remained on the ground in pains and helpless. This is a total example of what it means to say that trouble is sleeping and someone is waking the trouble up. The woman was surprised at his actions towards her and she swore to deal with Mr. Kendo if he refuses to pay for the food items he threw away. Later in the evening, after the sales of the day, the woman located Mr. Kendo's house. Kendo opened the door when she knocked. He was surprised to see the same woman from the market at his door. The woman started pleading with him to give her the money of the food item he threw away. Kendo shouted at her, asking who showed her his apartment. He said that he would not pay for food items he did not consume. The woman kept begging and was moving forward. Next thing, Kendo pushed her away and closed the door against her. After that, he moved indoor. The woman was angry as she was leaving the compound. She was going home almost in tears. When Ezewan got home, she sat down in her kitchen with the smoke streaming up from a dying fire in her kitchen. She sat down there in agony and regret, thinking of what to do to get her money from Mr. Kendo. She was so pained when she remembered her late husband, who would have fought for her in a case like this. Her only child died on her quest to acquire power to protect herself as a widow. In cases like this, she would always be visited by her late son in order to renew her powers. Immediately her son left her, she went after Mr. Kendo. Let me tell you about what is called witchcraft satellite or witchcraft monitoring device. They will come and hang a witchcraft cloth near your window or anywhere close to where you are living facing your apartment. Once they succeed in doing that, if you are not strong with your God, know that your own is finished. The woman put the cloth on a fence facing Kendo's apartment. After that, she left. Now, this is the time for her to unleash her powers on Mr. Kendo. With that witchcraft monitoring cloth hanging on the fence in Mr. Kendo's apartment, she can monitor Mr. Kendo spiritually and have access to him at any time. She sat down in her compound, murmuring incantation in order to summon the image of Mr. Kendo through that witchcraft monitoring cloth. She has a stick in her hand, and this stick in her hand represents Mr. Kendo's leg. Now, let's see what is going to happen here. Can you see what the witches can do? This was how she broke Mr. Kendo's leg spiritually. Mr. Kendo was in pains for days without knowing what happened to him. The medical report could not detect what happened to him. He had to call his pastor on phone to come over. When his pastor came, he started praying for him. It was in the course of the prayer that God revealed to his pastor what happened to Mr. Kendo. As God may have it, through the prayer, Mr. Kendo was healed. But the pastor told him that he must go to that woman in the market and apologize to her and pay for what he destroyed. The pastor told him that after doing that, he will be completely free from that woman's attack. That minus that, the woman will still launch attack again. Mr. Kendo went to apologize to the woman called Ezewan in that market. He knelt down in front of her shop begging for forgiveness. He said that he was hot-tempered, that he didn't know when he did all that he did on that day, and asked for forgiveness. The woman took time to express her annoyance and asked him to tell her what will happen to the food items he threw away. Mr. Kendo dipped hand into his pocket and brought out 5,000 naira and handed over to the woman. He told her that her food items that he threw away did not worth up to 500 naira, but he will be giving her 5,000 naira as sorry for everything that he did to her. To his greatest surprise, the woman collected the money and did something after that. She tapped him at the back for the first time, tapped him the second time, and something happened. The witchcraft monitoring cloth hanging on Mr. Kendo's apartment disappeared. She tapped him the last time, something left Mr. Kendo. Listen, this is a big lesson to you. Even if you're a child of God, don't go about looking for trouble, because God might not be there to save you. God did not ask us to go about looking for trouble because we are his children. Remember, God called us unto peace. Now I want you to share this video to inspire someone today. Share this video. See you next time, and don't forget, this is House of the Sons Global. Bye for now.
House of the Sons Global.